Welcome back to another episode of your daily dose of Diablo. Today we're going to ask the simple question, how fast can the assassin actually be? This will be reviewing the world record softcore assassin run that Kano put up. It was a pretty fast time, and I want to just check in and see some of the stuff because I'm running the hardcore of it. We've been having some fun with the hardcore assassin run here, and I've definitely learned a few things and decided a few things, but it's like once you play a run enough, you want to go back, take a look at the fastest times and do a little comparison and go, okay, where am I, maybe a little faster, where am I a little slower, and what do we think is the ultimate fast time that can be run without getting too crazy theoretical, right? Where it's like, I step outside, immediately Rakanishu drops me 20 faster run walk boots. I go, right, like things like that. Can he drop Hisara's boots? I want to say he can, but anyways, let's dive in and take a look. This isn't a rating, but we will go ahead and use the fun rating just to, mess with him anyways. Because why not? So, just getting a sense of, again, where is this faster, slower, etc. So, super chest. Ooh, nice. A ring, a wand. Yeah. Leather armor. That's about everything you need to pick up out of that. So, very nice right there. Notice the diagonal pathing, of course. Always good to notice. Yeah, I mean, the start is like, just get your gold. Now, something I have been playing in my mind with, and I do believe has some weight to it, is one of... well, that doesn't work. Is just like doing non-den strats. You don't get blades, which is rough. But if you have tons of strangling gas potions, you can just gas a bunch of dudes down as you're like going through, and that can be really helpful. So it's a way to avoid this den time right here and save yourself a couple of minutes, because in the den, you're starting at like 1:30 right here. I guess I should move myself so we can actually, you guys can see the time. You're starting at about 1:30ish, but you're ending like 3:30, right? 3:15. It just depends how filled your den is or not. So do you really want to spend 2 minutes in there? That's a decent amount of time. Can you make up 2 minutes somewhere else? I would argue you possibly could if you just get gas potions and then run across, like, maybe you need a champion fallen group or something like that. I do think there are those things that could be helpful. I don't love him skipping all these wands because, like, those can just be $5 grand a piece right there. But he's gonna turn around for the superior leather armor. I think pick your wands up, personally. This is a very empty den. This is, like, insane how few mobs are actually in this den. It was low quality. I know low quality will, like, drop the price, but the previous one was not low quality. Also, I'm not sure I like the Players 8 Corpse Fire. This is actually something I'm a little bit against. Because yes, it does give you, big experience. But I feel like you can very easily just get this experience right out in your Stony Field or your Cold Plains. Like, if you're just Players 1 all the way through, you're going to end around level 4. And then Rakanishu is worth about a level and a half. So all you need is just, like, a little bit. And, you can get there. Yeah, there's 3:30. So it's literally like 2 minutes on the nose. And yeah, I just don't think it's worth. Oh, that's interesting. Keeping damage charms for your blades. That's something that I should actually think about. I don't think I've had any damage charms yet, but something worth thinking about. Because like right here, all you are is level 4, and you know you've gained like a little bit close to that level there, but I don't know. I'd rather just go to Rakinishu personally. Because now, like, yeah, you want to force that 6 if you can. If you kill all of this, you should be able to get it. Maybe just shy. No, you got it. Yeah. I don't know. I think you would already, if you had done a P1 Den on Corpse Fire, you'd already be at Rakinishu right now, killing Rakinishu, or at this boss group right here, and you'd get your 6 at this boss group anyways. And so I think it would be about the same. Sorry, I'll remove the cursor. I do think I potentially kite around too much and should focus on just standing still and shooting.
I should have had this equipped earlier for the Rakan issue.
But let's see. Let's see how it continues, how the underground is. All of the pieces here.
Hello. From Brazil.
There's some more strangling there. Could have been worth. But one thing to remember with like the assassin and druid is you don't need a ton. So you really want to be just moving forward.
Like, I'm getting mapped now, and like I'm thinking in my head, yeah, this is probably going to be a reset if things don't go well from this point onwards, but we'll see. We may get some good maps elsewhere that might change my mind.
Yeah. If you heard him, he said this is in his mind. He's already thinking this is probably going to be a reset, and then it goes on to be a world record. So it's pretty funny how, you know, like even in the record run, that's kind of a slow start. You know. Like 6:30 out of the underground. There's plenty of runs where I'm out at like 5:15, you know, 5:30 for sure. But you definitely want to be out by like 6 usually, so.
What up, JC?
Alright. You know, pretty standard. Checking for boss groups for sure. I do want to see how he handles boss groups a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, it's like, hey, if you know, get a first time finding your teleport staff, or if you get a first way arcane, and then, you know, like, you get a quick map maggot lair. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so he gets a nice champion fallen group here. It's about as much as you're going to get out of it. Killing the shamans is pretty rough. So. And then you go into dexterity here because that'll help your chance for your blades to hit. Yeah, I definitely like his kiting or lack of kiting more than... I feel like I'm still a little frantically running sometimes. Wow, double champion. That's beautiful. Yeah, that helps a lot. These are the kinds of things you see in the world record runs, though, right? Just like disgustingly nice. Probably drop your TP.
Might as
Or
well
just
quickly
grab it.
while I'm here.
Yeah, might as well. Because he's going to want to go back and respec at 12 anyways, so you don't really want to drop a TP, because then you're going to hit 12 and you're going to be stuck, unable to use a
That is
teleport
correct.
or town portal.
The skill damage that I have on this weapon, or on the charm, is affecting the weapon.
Or the Mr. Llama runs like this. We're trying to run them. We've been trying to run them.
Thanks for the good luck, Marlboro Man.
Okay. So here he'll pick up his 12. Then he can go back into fire traps. Again, really loving his positioning. Like, he's keeping all of his blades in a straight line. And I feel like that's really doing a lot. Oh, no stats. Close one. Wow, that's a really nice recognition of tiles there. I won't even go back and look at that.
Moo.
Cool.
Wow. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Thanks, DB. I would definitely have taken
Great question.
1 to 2 more seconds before I turned on that.
Nice.
And a good level 3.
Speedy.
Yeah, keeping all the mobs in the blades, definitely beneficial and something to focus on. So that's somewhere I can save a little time. He's immune to fire, leave him. Oh, he's not. Okay. Could have sworn I saw that. Nice, another tainted group. He's got really nice experience here as well. But again, those like double champion fallen pack, that's super helpful. That just does so much. Oh my god. Sorry, never mind that. That triple triple champion fallen pack. Waypoint, yeah. That does a lot.
Whoop. This one.
My goodness.
Come on,
So
give
much
me-
experience. This is a little unfortunate. Boss group. Should be another boss group just up right over there. Or there, no. Just up right, because that tile should also have one over there. But, I mean, he's a good enough level. It doesn't super matter. Yeah. It's always tough to decide if you want to kill the zombies or not. I guess the thing is, he's a pretty high level. So killing the zombies makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, the experience is bonkers.
That's coming off. Ah, why, man?
That sucks.
That was, if that was it there, it would have been a good start, but now it's just average start.
Average start. I would still say this is an above average start, Kano. Wow, another nice pack. The thing is, he's not really, in my opinion, accounting for the fact that he's level 15, you know? So when he makes this average start claim, also that chainmail I definitely would have snagged. When he makes this average start claim, like, you are 13 minutes,
Moo.
but you're 15. Yes, it would have been really, really nice there, but I think he wins. Yeah, not fourth. But, oh, I should think fourth. That's an above average start for sure. I would take that start every day. 13, 17 at level 15. Were those faster run walk or were they? Oh, they're hit recovery. Okay. Ah, we're flailing. We're flailing. Nice cold res. That's nice.
Kinda like this weapon.
Yeah, it's a nice weapon.
But I need to put 1 point into dex.
4 or 5 seconds, it's done. Alright, let's see. No quick turn. Yeah, I mean, he's not just 15, he's like 15 and a half at coming out at that time, too. That's super nice. Okay.
Remember to follow the stream. We're almost at 50k followers. Also, don't forget to use your Prime subs.
Speed.
S.
S.
Speed.
Thank you, Ali. Appreciate 100 biddies.
Who is player? This is Kano's run.
Remember to follow the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
We
only
can
16.
kind of start bouncing a little bit. He is going to go for this kill. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just don't do it. Leave the leapers alone. Okay, he gets a nice waypoint into Far Oasis. Gets a beetle burst there. Okay. Breastplate. He's really running thin on the cash.
Check this corner.
Oh man, and he doesn't have a waypoint there either. It's unfortunate. You got a long staff. Please tell me you're picking that up at least. Yeah. Okay. So Valley of the Snakes. Is he gonna do death strats? He might do death strats here. No, he does not choose to do death strats.
Yeah, IAS is the thing that affects trap placing speed.
Death strats would be you pick up the Ami, then you die, and then you run to your portal in the Far Oasis. And just continue kind of naked there until you get that piece. This is very unlucky. This is actually really bad. Like he's had a lot of nice stuff. Let's see what his maggot's like.
Moo.
Mini Van Fund. I thought about giving it to Kano, but then realized how he isn't a good friend. In other news, we were 3 minutes shy of the brand new HC8 Man WR. Will be up on soon.
Dang, nice. Thank you, Orb. Yeah, I mean, who comes all the way to Texas and doesn't even say, hey, I'm in Texas. Literally drove right past my house. That's
Just
crazy.
working on your grill. Nice, nice.
Kano does. That is who does it.
Do you, I'm assuming an app.
Okay. Well, he had a nice level 3 at least. Level 1 and 2 were mediocre. Not like the worst things ever, but...
Mediocre. It's falling apart a little tiny bit. I need
Yeah.
a fast way basically, otherwise I'm screwed probably.
I agree. Definitely some time, like, still here on this run.
Probably based.
But now he's got to go find Down here. Oh my god.
Oh, wait. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Wait. It was just up there?
Oh, wait. Okay. That's okay.
Oh my god.
As well.
Okay. Level 1, little long. Level 2 is great. Level 3 is great. So the halls are at least nice. We'll stop and get some kill here.
Which way, chat? Top left, bottom left, top right, bottom right. Do my boot. Wait.
Okay, let's see. Does he first way? He does.
Again.
Which that makes sense. Oh, he also gets a tier rune. That's nice. Go imbue. Let's see. Does he roll 20 faster run walk? Yeah, you gotta go. If you don't have a pair of booties, you gotta go to Jeed and buy some. Because she doesn't sell them anymore at that point. Very rare too. Oh, he does get the 20 faster. I'm so jealous. I'm so very jealous. Okay.
So
Jesus.
shit.
Let me see when he turns around up here at this
Still
map.
gonna lose time.
Yeah.
Still
Yep. It's a good old wraparound map. Wow. It's kind of crazy. It really felt like he would have lost more time out here. I guess it was 13, 17 to 20. 8 minutes almost. So. But he also was like almost level 16 coming in. I mean, his Act 1 really was nice there. He had a first way though. Stuff like that, so. Oh, he found a Tal rune too? Oh snap, does he get an Eth rune in this? That'd be wild. What are you doing? Oh, potions. Uh-huh. +1 to teleport. Okay, so he's got good money at least. Let's see, he does go P8 out here. Okay, I wasn't sure if I should P3 or P8,
sad
but
times. It's
P8
alright,
makes
I
sense.
wasn't sure how much. No graphics. If you move your cursor.
Okay, gets the cavern here. Gets the long cavern. This is the worst cavern map you can get. Man, it's crazy. Because when we watch, you know, some world record runs, it's like, oh, of course they get every single thing. Like, yes, he did get the first way. Yes, he did get the 20 FRW boots.
Exists in D2.
But man, he is also getting kind of mapped. I'm not going to lie.
As everybody thinks.
He's had
Is there any
some
benefit
trash
to
maps.
being in classic mode.
Like, ugh, that spider cavern right there sucks.
We do. So
I'm guessing he does get a split here. Let's see if he drops a
we do,
TP.
So we get a flare skip.
No. Wait, does he know he has a flare skip?
Do we have a turn? Is the question.
Impossible.
We do. So we get a flare skip.
Did he see a Great Marsh before? He must have. Right? 1, 2, 3. No? Alright, why do we know this is a skip then? Unless. Hold on. Oh, because it kicks out left. Okay. I'm assuming. I'll have to ask him on that one. Oh, that's a beautiful one. It's not just a flare skip. It's a flare skip that leads right into the boss / the flare dungeon. That leads right into amazing density. It does have birds, so maybe the density doesn't actually get as good. It looked really good. Okay, never mind. The density is medium, I would say. Medium well. I retract my amazing statement, though. But it's still upper. Well, every time I speak, it's like it's getting worse.
Have sex with the demons, so I don't think so.
Where's all the mobs? They're just kind of like packing in at these spots. No, we need 24 for telestaff on this run. Okay. Runs around. Dungeon. Pretty basic. Pick up your experience. Don't go too crazy, though. Okay. Should be just shy of 24. Let's see how long it takes him to shop. And he's got about 75,000. No, a little more. 80,000. He's going to go forward, isn't he? 23? Oh, yeah, okay. He shops like this. That's right. Yeah, because the sewers, it's not. Okay, so we start shopping at, yeah, about 35 flat. Okay. Oh, and then does he find it? Oh my god, he finds it. 20 seconds. That one hurts. $20 seconds. I think it was his third or fourth look. Okay, sewers. That's nice. Why is he killing? He has teleport already. What's he trying to lay traps for? Does he want to? Oh, is he going to level to 25? So then he can hit like 27-ish? Because then you keep getting more experience? Is that his idea? End at like... Because the druid, I think you do that. You just end at like 27, 28. Does he drop the player count? He does. Okay. And let me see if he goes back. No. Okay. Nothing crazy there. Yep, get your pike. Wow, that's... Look at that. That's gorgeous. Literally the best maps you can have. An immediate turn off into the down, into the immediate walk in. You cannot have a better Act 4 map setup than that. All the way. Oh my god, and then it's just an immediate river as well. Wow.
It's just because of the yes alignment.
I'm not sure I've ever had that good of a setup of those 4 maps. That's crazy. That's wild. That is literally the god set. So the maps messed with him a little bit before, but they paid back right there. Oh my goodness. I like his use of teleport to focus fire. Wow, he's just gonna stand there and not even swing with his sword? You've got a dope sword on. What's wrong with you? That thing actually does more damage than my dagger did. -1 point for theory crafting. Not gonna grab the skull either. Man, he really hates things that have money value. I'll tell you what. Kano hates money. Don't give him any money anymore. Subscribe here instead, I guess. Kano does not like the money. Amrune, wow. Are you kidding? I hope he turned this into a hell run with that.
That's an unfortunate sell.
You better not sell that. Just go into a hell run. Okay, so him, yeah, I don't think he had any reason to do that extra experience gain. Oh, he sold it. That hurts. Take it to a hell run, man.
Phase. It's at 36.
Okay. That was, yeah, 414 for that Act 4. Crazy. Those maps are so nice. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, we're just running at this point, so. Act 5 is, you know, just like a little long of running, but it's just like so much straight path running. There's like not even really much to observe. And even down here, it's like, yeah, you can make some reading mistakes with it. There it is. He's had a little bit long maps in those caverns there. Thanks, see you in heck. Yeah, pretty standard. Kill, kill, kill. Just lay it down. Wow. It's really wild because the Act 1 and 2, again, there were a couple nice things. The experience was nice from Act 1, and Act 2 had the first way.
Nice.
But wow, there was room. But then, you know, 3rd or 4th try teleport staff.
Nice.
Oh, that's really nice.
Nice, dude.
Oh my god. Wow. And then the maps just like completely were godly. Here. All right, let's see how many he skips, how much. Okay. 1. I don't think he got that. Yeah.
Really, dude.
Wow. He missed the first. Okay, so he failed one and then the second one as well. That's bad. Oh my god, he failed 2?
I think that's wave 5.
And he failed 5. No way. He only got 2 skips? Wow. He also had a tier rune, but he didn't save the barbs, I don't think, for Leaf. Right? This is an interesting...
Unfortunate on wave skips again, but... Just that I keep failing wave skips on this spot.
53, 37. I just want to double check that he didn't do any barbs. No, he did not. Oh, I mean, he didn't have Leaf anyways. That's interesting. I wonder if it is worth the time save on Bale. Really, it's just Bale, any failed wave skips, clearing Bale's throne room, and the Ancients. That is a tough one. Wow. Okay, so again, to recap. Slow start to Act 1. Then he got a couple champion packs, 3 champion packs to really boost his experience and help. And then the maps kind of came around a little bit. Though they weren't like godly, but he still got out at a great time. 13-17 at 15.5 is pretty wild. Act 2, he had a lot of trouble in some of those maps there. Dry Hills especially was really nasty. But he did get a first way, which was great. And able to get out 27.46. He also got 20 fast Roanoke boots on his imbue at that point, which is very nice. Act 3, he got a flare skip. Pretty nice, decent density through the things forward there. The telly staff, 4 tries, 20 seconds, which was really nice. Did a little bit of like extra leveling for no reason. Some minus points for that. Act 4 couldn't be better, really. That was disgusting. Literally the perfect maps all the way through. So just like, yeah, okay. Like that's just amazing. And then Act 5 was nice. The maps were a little bit iffy in like the, Crystalline Passage and stuff. But then, I mean, my goodness, his Worldstone Keep was godly. And then he failed a bunch of wave skips. So that hurt. Definitely a little bit of time loss on all of that. There's meat on that bone, but it's crazy. It's crazy how much meat's on that bone. So, how fast do we think the assassin can be? You definitely do need faster run walk boots to hit those like 53-minute times. Even with the other things going well, I think without getting FRW somewhere, you're just going to be in trouble. There's definitely some like, nobody's beating that Act 4 time really. You might tie it if you get something godly. But you're not beating that. You're probably not beating that Worldstone Keep. So most of the time you're going to get that or worse. But I think the Act 5 time is very even, I do still wonder if Leaf would be worth just for the Bale fight and the Ancients. I can actually go time that out, so that's something I'll probably go do because I had Leaf on my hardcore run, and so we can take a look at those. But yeah, there's room. Act 1 and 2. There's definitely some room there. And again, you got to get the 20 FRW. You got to get a first way. Maybe a second way is okay. And then you need a fast telly staff. And if you can get those things and be on a pace, get your great march skip. Like he had the main core components. First way, fast telly staff, 20 faster run walk boots, and a great march skip. Those are like the 4 like main pieces of a run. Obviously, there's like, how long is your catacombs take? How long, you know, can you get good experience early on? How long is it going to be through your different, you know, maps and your world stone? And, you know, like all the maps have little places you gain and lose time. But those are pretty important, like 4 pretty important things. And he hit all 4 of those, and that did a lot for his time. So very interesting. Definitely some meat on the bone. I think sub 50 is possible. I think sub 50 is possible, but is it obtainable? That's a tough one. That is a tough one, because you really gotta like start hot, get all those things, and then, you know, hit all your wave skips, still get the nice world stone, still get the nice Act 4, all this stuff. Definitely, like in a theoretical, I think you're even faster than, you know, sub 50. I think you're like 45 or lower, with more theory of, you know, finding everything that you want on the way. But yeah, speed. I think sub 50. I would say I'd like to aim for like 52. I think that would be a really good time. So it's kind of my goal. How fast can the assassin be? I think she can be in low 50s, and maybe with some super god run. That had like half the god run, but with some super god run, fix up those Act 2 like dry hills and you know your Taraj's tomb, and fix some of those things, and I think you can get it if you pair it with the rest of it. Anyways, that is today's daily dose of Diablo. Just wanted to take a look at the assassin. Again, I feel like it's fun to kind of bounce around with the topics in the daily dose of Diablo. Sometimes we'll do some world record runs. Sometimes we'll do fun trivia. Sometimes we'll do looks at items and news that's coming out of RPGs. Just kind of keep it fresh and fun and change it up every day. You know, have a good time. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody.